Hi there, my name is Mike Pitt. I make videos about marketing, business and crypto so you can grow your business, increase your profits and increase your portfolio. The title for today's video is Why is Decentralization Important in Crypto? In a few moments I'm going to share my thoughts. Before I do so, I'm going to put my socials on screen here. So if you're active on any of these platforms, follow me there, send me messages and I'll respond in the usual fashion. It's also come to my attention that not everybody is subscribed. So if you get value out of these videos, please consider subscribing and turning on the notifications. Here's a visual just demonstrating that not everyone is subscribed. Okay, decentralization. Let's start at the beginning. What is decentralization? Decentralization in terms of blockchain can mean two things. First of all, the data. So rather than it being all centralized as it is on a traditional centralized ledger for the banking system, the international banking system, for example, data is stored all around the world. That's very much the situation with Bitcoin. Instead of it being centralized in one location like London or New York, etc., data is stored on the blockchain all around the world. It is not centralized. So that's the first aspect of decentralization. The second aspect is in terms of the ownership. If you watch my videos, when I do a deeper dive analysis into particular crypto assets, I look at lots of things in terms of the utility of a particular crypto asset, also the token metrics. Some people call it tokenomics, I call it token metrics. Because a breakdown of ownership is very important. So it may be that the founders of a particular cryptocurrency hold a lot of the coins relating to that currency. So that might be the case where the founders may own 20%, which means that cryptocurrency, that crypto asset is highly centralized. 20% of the total volume is centralized, and that presents in itself lots of dangers. So those are the two aspects to centralization, where the data is stored and the ownership. Now, why is it important? If you have a cryptocurrency that is centralized, it means it can be controlled. So you may be investing in a particular cryptocurrency, and I've been through lots of cryptocurrencies one by one and analyzed them. I'll put the playlist above now so you can click on that and watch those videos and go into each one in a deep dive. If a cryptocurrency can be controlled, then you're investing in a crypto asset that can be controlled, you do not really have any you have no idea of what's going to happen in the future. So those people that control the cryptocurrency, maybe it's because it's centralized, can effectively turn off the blockchain. They can write new rules for themselves in terms of the governance. And as you know, if you've done any research into the crypto sector, you know there are lots of different things that potentially can go wrong. I don't want to sound negative, but there are scams and there are rug pulls and there are liquidations that end up with retail investors like yourselves, including myself, losing the money and the funds that we've invested. So when crypto can be controlled, that is a danger. That's one aspect. Secondly, if a crypto is centralized, it also means that somebody else can manipulate the rules so that they work in their favor. So if the founders own 20%, 30% and so on, they've effectively got enough to influence the market. They can either raise the price or decrease the price. They've got an undue amount of influence on the performance of that crypto, which means, once again, as a retail investor, your money is not safe because a whale, that is a term that you use in the crypto sector, so a large investor can heavily influence or control the price. So you don't know what's going to happen with the crypto, and it can be controlled by powerful individuals. That's very much like the old Web 2 world, when the 1%, the rich elite 1% seem to control everything and run it through corporations like BlackRock and Goldman Sachs and so on. So that's not a progression. I'm looking at this crypto investing, I'm looking at the crypto sector as a way for the ordinary person to make prudent investments in the short to medium term and then have a life-changing impact on their lives because of those investments that they've made. And that is still possible. You're obviously aware of lots of individuals who invested in Bitcoin in 2010 or 2012 and made millions from it. Those sort of opportunities still exist today, perhaps not with Bitcoin, but with other coins in cryptocurrency. There are over 20,000 cryptocurrencies now. Some of them present genuine opportunities to increase your wealth and to change your life, literally change your life because of your investments. So it's better in a way to have investments in genuinely decentralized crypto assets. Lots of people will say, "Oh, we are decentralized," and then you look at the holdings of the founders, and you look at how the blockchain performs and how it performs if there's a problem or if it can be switched off. Any blockchain or any protocol that can be switched off or amended or tweaked in such a way is probably heavily centralized. So this is the importance of decentralization. You're giving away, if a project is centralized, you're giving away control. You don't really know what's going to happen in the future. You really are taking a gamble. Whereas the clearest example, the crypto asset with the highest market cap is Bitcoin. It's decentralized. It has a limited supply as well. And for years, banks and governments tried to squash or derail Bitcoin, but it's still there and it's still the most valuable crypto asset. So when you're considering which projects to invest in, you need to understand how you feel about decentralization. And from my point of view, decentralization is the best form of crypto asset. You want your crypto assets to be decentralized. Some, and I'm not going to go into detail about each specific project here, but lots of popular crypto assets are very centralized. When you look at the token metrics, you see that they're very centralized, and that a handful of individuals can control everything relating to the crypto assets. A lot of people are not even looking at this. I think you should do your due diligence. When I say do your own research before you make an investment decision, you need to consider whether cryptos are decentralized and whether you're happy with the level of, if they're not decentralized, obviously platforms like Coinbase, heavily centralized, FTX centralized, Binance centralized, and some of the coins attached to those, they might be good investment opportunities in the small, short to medium term, but they are very, very centralized, and you need to be aware of the risks of that. So this was just a short video discussion, slightly different to my usual videos, discussion around the issue of decentralization. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, please give me a like. Click on one of the two thumbnails to watch another video from me. I look forward to speaking to you next time. As always, you have the opportunity to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Thanks. Bye-bye.